So what's your story, Jess? Do you mind if I give you the short edition? The long one is too painful. Alex nodded as he grabbed her hand for support. She seemed to appreciate that. That first night, I was dead asleep. Wow, that was a bad pun. Alex laughed. I hear my dad screaming to my mom about getting his gun. Took me a lot longer to wake up and realize what was going on back then than it does now, that's for sure. Constant vigilance will do that to you. Daniel, my brother, was saying something about zombies. I thought for a minute he was having a bad dream, and then I heard my dad's gun go off. I'd never been as scared as I was then. At least up until that point in my life. I've been plenty more scared since then. Me too. My mother is screaming about calling the cops, and my dad is telling us all to get in the bathroom. I still had no idea what was going on. Riley was covered in blood, and I couldn't see Ben, but I could hear him barking savagely. She said I was savagely, Ben said proudly. And then, when I was finally fully awake, I was in the bathroom with my mom and my two brothers. I was there as well, Patches said indignantly. Dad came in a few minutes later. He was covered in blood, just like Riley. He was crying. Said something about having to kill our neighbor's daughter. It made no sense. I asked him why Emily was here in the first place and what could she have possibly done that would have necessitated him killing her. Now I was afraid because I thought he was going to have to go to jail. Then they started to hammer on the door. My dad's eyes became wild until he opened the bathroom window. He told me I had to go out there first so I could catch Zach. We were on the second floor. I told him I wasn't doing it. My brother told me it was zombies outside the door and that I had to go down. I thought they were all nuts, but something was smashing at the door and it was easy enough to tell it wasn't going to hold out for long. It was a tight fit. I got through, though. My dad held onto my arms as long as he could. By the time I dropped down, it wasn't more than 5 or 6 feet, maybe less. Then my mother is at the window hanging Zach down. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I play soccer, I use my feet a lot, but I never really catch stuff. No real hand-eye coordination, and now my mother wants me to catch my baby brother? I mean, this is life or death stuff. I can't miss. I was freaking out. My mom is telling me to focus, and all I can think to do is throw up. She didn't even tell me when she was going to let him go. She just did. He seemed to hang in the air for 10 seconds. He didn't cry, though. I was too scared to, Zach said. I could hear the wood of the door starting to give way in the bathroom. My other brother's face peeks through the window above me. He's coming out head first, and I remember thinking I wanted to smack him. There was no way I was going to be able to catch him. He outweighed me by 20 pounds. Didn't really matter. Jess hesitated. His screams still wake me up at night. She looked over to Alex. We've been on the run since.